Hey. Again, it's Tina Wangara Matseya. I just want to talk a little bit about profitability analysis. I love this topic because it is the glue, it is the reason why business are succeeding. So one of my friends just asked me to have a look into the business because what is happening is that here in South Africa, there's people are not employed. They are hungry, and they want to do something. They don't want to. South Africans are not lazy. They want to do something, and they're actually starting their businesses, and which is good. Those that are retrenched, they are getting into businesses. They are looking for opportunities and getting into businesses. So, and the saddest truth is that not all these business people are successful. There are some of them that are failing, and it's not a lot that is successful. A lot of these businesses are failing. I want to focus on these businesses that are failing. I want to understand um, the failure reason. Why are they failing, and which type of businesses maybe they are which ones are they failing on? From my analysis, I've realized that people are getting into farming a lot. It's either maybe they want to farm, they plant cabbages, or maybe livestock. They started the cattle, chicken, eggs, or plantations, and then all that. And I want us to actually go through those things and see the fundamentals of why maybe such a reason fail. I will just maybe take an example for a person like me. I just let's say, where would I start if maybe I want to start a cabbage farm, and how much should I expect, and does it make sense? Sorry, does it make sense? So in most cases, what I've seen is that people just assume a lot of things, and they assume wrong things, and they go and do start a business on the assumptions of wrong things. To give you an example, for a cabbage, people will tell you that okay, for a cabbage you can sell your cabbage at 20 rand, and then immediately with 20 rand you said okay, if I plant 10,000 cabbages, it simply means that I'm going to get 200,000 rand. And then with that, they go like, oh, that's a lot of money, and they are very very happy to just see that. They forget that 200,000, they still need to eliminate the expenses. And trust me, they don't model that into their businesses. They just think that 200,000 is all going to come to them, and then it makes them happy, and it is not the truth. So a typical expenses for such a farm will be, you will have manures, and you need to write it down. How much, if you don't know how much manures you're going to need, and all those things, or you are not clear on those expenses, all the expenses, I suggest that let's rather stop that kind of business that you are not yet sure, because once you are in, it's very difficult to reverse and go back, because you have already used the limited money. You are unemployed, you are just retrenched, you only have that money that you think that is going to make me a business, and you use that money and you fail. So a mistake is very very costly at that time. So I am saying that for any business that you think that you are not yet sure, stay away from it, because you're going to lose money. So let's continue with the cabbage estimation. You will need manure, you will need land. If you don't have land, you will have to need land. Sometimes you'll have to buy. In rural areas, I don't know if you maybe are in town or urban, you can do the urban urban farming. Understand the cost. Don't have estimation like 100%, like estimate, but with facts. Don't just say maybe it's gonna cost me 100,000. Where are you getting that number from? Let's get educated assumptions for your business. So for the selling, maybe for the selling price, you can see that um, the retailers, Shoprite, Checkers, they are maybe selling their cabbages at 20 rand, and then you just said okay, you're gonna sell your cabbage to Checkers but you already said that you're going to get 20 rand, which is wrong. So it simply means that the money that you're going to get is no longer 200,000. The assumptions that you did, it's not that. It needs to go down to, I don't know. I have seen people selling their cabbages for 7 rand 50. Yes, 7 rand 50. It is very, very much possible that you can sell your cabbage for 7 rand 50. There's also delivery cost. These superstores, they want you to deliver. You need to cater for those costs. So if you say instead of 200,000 that you're going to, that you were very happy, excited that you're going to get, it's now going to be 75,000 because it's 10,000 cabbages multiplied by 7 rand 50, which is 75,000. So you can see that you've already eliminated 125,000 from your income just because of the poor assumption, uneducated assumption that you did. And I'm saying that let's stay away from uneducated assumptions when you're actually doing these kind of calculations, because they will portray that you will make a lot of money into in whatever business that you're doing. So for this type of business, I would suggest that go to where you think you're going to supply. Let's have facts. Ask them, okay, I want to supply cabbages and all these things. They are very friendly. I've tried all these supermarket checkers. They are very friendly. You go to the store, you ask for the procedures. You follow the procedure. They will tell you. You will make an educated guess in terms of the prices that they will accept your product on, and then from there you use that one. Instead of you taking that uneducated assumption of the price, you now go and use the educated assumption of the price. You will also know that they will want you to go and deliver there. So already with that, is that you will the quality as well. What do they look for in terms of quality and all those things? You might have to pay for the quality experts and all those things to come to you. But that way you have an educated assumption, and you can work with that going forward. On the expenses, then it's going to be maybe the transportation, the labor cost. You will need electricity, water, maybe the farm and all the things. You cater in. Then you said, okay, I think all these things I'm going to need 80,000. And then the question, it's 80,000 that you're going to spend throughout the cycle of, I don't know if cabbage, maybe they become ripe after 3 months or not. So you have to divide those costs throughout the month, and you said, okay, it simply means that I'm going to get 75,000, but I'm going to spend 70,000. So the question is that, do I think 5,000 is really the reason that I can get into this kind of business? And then you will have answers there. That no, maybe I don't have to get into this business. Maybe how are other people doing it? And then that's where you will analyze to say, okay, have another approach on starting your business. So I am saying this approach of profitability analysis using facts, not assumptions. I think it's the key in this kind of business. Let's go using it so that you can have a stronger judgmental before engaging into the business, because once you get in, it's very difficult to go out. And yeah, thanks. If you need assistance in the analysis and all that, I'm here. Let's talk about it. I'll help you, whether it's brick manufacturing, poultry farming, any kind of business. You need assistance in profitability analysis before you get in. I will help you. Don't lose a lot of money into this, getting into a business thinking that it has money before we do the analysis. Let's do the analysis together, and then you gain confidence.